Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of White Album 2, where we get angry at Haruki. Okay, anyway, last episode was something else. And I don't want to talk about this, so let's continue. I really did not liked how they handled the previous episode, I really did not. Thank you for yesterday, and I wanted to say that I'm sorry. I heard everything from my mom after I woke up, about how you were by my side the whole time, Haruki-kun. And she was also pretty upset at me for getting drunk and falling asleep after leaving the guests like that. I'm really sorry for giving you so much trouble. I'm just kidding. I know that if I'm truly going to apologize, I shouldn't be apologizing for this in particular. I'm really sorry for the dishonest way that I invited you over yesterday. And I'm also really sorry for saying all kinds of unpleasant things during a time where we're supposed to enjoy ourselves. Well, Haruki enjoyed himself somewhere else. I'm sorry for crying my heart out in front of you. Recalling all that is burning me with embarrassment right now, I also regret it, to the point where I could cry. If you still remember how I acted back then, I'd appreciate if you'd forget about it. And if you forgot about it already, please forget about this text too. I was really happy to get your present, see you. Sasa seems to be saying sorry over and over again today. And as far as I regret it to the point where I could cry goes, I imagine these are probably her true feelings on the matter. And without a doubt, it's because she's expressing her true feelings on the matter that she's feeling so helplessly regretful. Not to mention that she's probably avoiding all of the important things on purpose today. She didn't write anything like there's something important we need to talk about, or anything about a conclusion in her text. Even though these are the true reasons why Cessna cried last night. The party was really fun. I wonder how many years it's been since I last sang the happy birthday song. Your cookings became much more delicious compared to the last time. Your roast beef was the best among the dishes, I'd say. As for my outer sense of taste could tell anyway. It's been a while, and since I last enjoyed our conversation with your parents and Takahiro-kun too. The last time we talked, the two of us got lectured after all. In any case, yesterday was truly fun. It's as if we returned to our high school days, even if only for a little while. I can't think of anything that happened that you would need to apologize for, so really don't worry about it, Selsa. If anything, I was actually worried about you getting hungover. You did drink quite a lot yesterday. Yes, it seems like it. So yeah, make sure to have some breakfast, even if you feel a bit sick. That's the hard part. Now, on the other hand, as my current pathetic self, who is actually relieved that Setsuna isn't pursuing the matter at all, I'm taking advantage of the situation, acting as if nothing had happened at all while not even trying to seek another opportunity. It's unforgivable. I had a goal in my mind up until yesterday, but it's completely vanished in just a few short hours. And now that I've stayed away from what I was supposed to be working towards, all I have left is to live with the fact that my heart was stolen by another woman, which means I'm the only one running away this time, aren't I? I've gone back to my old cowardly ways yet again, haven't I? Before I knew it, the sun had risen. As if the show clock's 9 AM right now, no matter how much one could oversleep. On such a winter morning, it's still way past the time to wake up. Incidentally, it's also the departure time for Maritime flight. Okay? So we are not ending with Mari, actually. You mentioned before that at some point in every road I said like, they're not going to end up together. But I don't think that's true. I don't think I said like he will not end up with Koharu. I think. Maybe. You have no proof. I said he will not end up with Chiaki. Mari? Yeah, I don't think I said that about Koharu. Probably, maybe. Right? Wait, I'm not sure now. Anyway. Okay.
それでいいと思う。で、どうしても無理だと思ったら、今から言うところに連絡しなさい。
It's impossible? Like, you can just call, you know?
新入社員の頃に世話になった人でね。
Who's she talking to?
私の紹介だって言えば取りなしてくれるはずだから。
I referred you and things should proceed smoothly, okay.
いい？連絡先はね、そんなところ。ちゃんとしろ。これからはあなたが何でも判断してやっていくのよ。
Okay. What are you talking to?
じゃあね。
Are you talking to... like, no. I felt like she was talking to her via phone, but apparently not. I guess she talked just maybe... I don't know. From someone from Kaiosha, probably.
鈴木ちゃん？警察に取材拒否食らったんだってさ。
Got an interview with the police? Wait, what?
あんた何十回ぐらい出禁食らったっけ？
いい加減独り立ちしてもらわないと困るわよね。もう教えることもできなくなるんだし。
Okay.
次はいつ帰ってくるの？
来月。で、すぐにまた向こう。それからはもう実質的には現地勤務。
Okay. So she's still going to go back to Japan, okay. So maybe they will end up together, like by some like weird ass miracle, like she will come back, they will F each other again, and everything's going to be fine.
そう。寂しくなるわね。
Ah, yeah. Could expected that.
いい年こいて男に振られたぐらいでメソメソ泣くな。うっとうしい。
That's technically not true. Like, he did not rejected her. That's just what Mari told her.
人前でワンワン泣いてたと思ったら、仕事の電話入った途端に復活するわ。終わったらまたすぐ泣き出すわ。
そんな風に言うことないじゃない。私
その無二の親友との別れのせいじゃなくて、最近できた男との別れのことで泣かれるとさ、女同士の友情ってこんなもんかなって。
Okay.
あんたとはまだ電話やメール。
向こうだって同じでしょ？お互い電話番号知ってるんだから。
Yeah, about that.
連絡なんかできないわよ。
Oh my god.
番号変えられてたりしたら二度と立ち直れない。
Sure.
仕事は完璧に近いのに、男関係だとどうしてそんなグダグダになるのよ。そんなに未練あるなら取っちゃえばよかったじゃない。移動だって断るはずだったのに意地張っても、せっかく彼も行くなって言ってくれたのに。
Well, she's been too stubborn, basically, also to like try to understand and hear the situation from the other part. Like, he didn't like really cheated on her or anything. Like, it was like important actually to meet with Setsuna there. I don't know, like Mari overreacted, but at the same time, like she's at fault. Like, I don't know, like both of them are at fault. Like they always are. Like both parties here are at fault at some point. In every road, I swear. Like Haruki like should probably tell her that, hey, I'm going to be late because I have to meet with someone, you know, that's like extremely important. Like some like vague info that you have to meet with someone actually. You know, maybe that's like can like lessen the burden for later. And Mari should have like talked to Haruki about like her plans of like going away. Like beforehand, not waiting for like last possible day. Like this is fucked up. Like look, they both have like issues. God damn it. But that's not his girlfriend really. Like you don't listen.
相手彼と同じ大学の子だ。
それどころか付属時代から
That's not dating really.
しかも美人。
ミス北条付属で3年連続優勝し
家庭的で料理もうまいって
らしい。
先輩ね。
Okay, I love Sawako. Okay, yeah, I love her.
さわこ
Please give me her road.
私に泣きついても知らないわよ。負けるのが嫌なら戦いなさい。あんたの仕事のポリシーじゃない。
戦うってどうやって
相手に会いに行って土下座するとか。あなたにはまだまだ先があるけれど私のチャンスはもう今しかないのって。
ひどいわよあんた。
それもダメなら地道に仲直りしかないでしょ。連絡取ってじっくり話してさ。
遠距離は多分無理。
なんでそんなに好きなのに
彼の方がね、昔好きだったもう一人の子がヨーロッパ
Yeah.
に留学しちゃった。
Yeah. So you think like it will remind him too much of the situation, and you will still feel as the substitute to her
そのトラウ
in
マ
this
を
way.
あんたがご丁寧にトレース
I
して
think
ただけだ。
that's what she thinks.
ナチュラルに残酷なことするね。
Trauma for him? Yeah, sure. But at the same time, it will feel bad for Mari.
それにそんな重荷相手に求められない。これ以上惨めな気持ちになりたくない。
今の境遇からしてすでに相当。
いいもん。私には仕事が旦那だもん。
ずっと言ってた持論を全否定するわけ。恋の傷は恋で癒すんじゃなかったの。
Heal scars from love with love itself. We had a similar message with every road, I think. In case of Chiaki, we had like band-aids and stuff.
もうそんな心境には戻れそうにない。怖くて二度と男なんか好きに。
はあ、なんか心配になってきた。マリー、あんた向こうで本当にやっていけるの？世の中やっぱ仕事だけじゃ生きていけないよ。
Okay. Yeah, okay. She will come back after the month and they will end up together again. Like, she will think things through. Haruki is going to break up with Setsuna, like, properly. And Haruki's feelings will not change, probably. So he will still love Mari. Yeah, I think we're actually going to end up with Mari. For us, like, I thought like she's actually like permanently going away now, but it's just a month and then like, actually, yeah, like it was a month, yeah, a month. And then like later she goes permanently, so they still have a chance to talk. In their ways. Because they talk in various ways. Yes.
十分です。ありがとう。なあ北原。本当にもう続けるのか。
Okay, so he's quitting, of course. Of course he's quitting.
今後は俺が面倒見てもいいんだぞ。風岡がいなくなって補充も4月まで来ないし、ここでお前にも辞められるとダメージでかいんだがな。
That sounds like you problem.
浜田さん。形式的な引き止めじゃないのはお前ならわかるよな。正直。 他の部の正社員よりも今は北原の方がそろそろ潮時だと思ってましたから。卒論も始め
Yeah, of course.
就職活動もあるし。
Expected that. Because this place is full of memories at this point. Okay.
すいません。皆さんが大変な時に。
いや、大学生の本分はそっちだしな。俺の方こそ無理って悪かった。
そう言っていただけると。
それに北原は風岡がカスタマイズした作品だからな。
Custom made by Kazoka, okay. For some reason, the remark felt rather humbling and painful at the same time.
元気でな。就職決まったらまた戻ってこいよ。風岡じゃないが。
ありがとうございます。
I doubt I will choose this path again. But as someone aiming to be a full-fledged member of society, the approval of my abilities from one of my peers fills me with
そ
confidence.
れじゃあ失礼します。
Okay.
あれ、花田さん切っちゃったの？北原くんなら代わってって言ったじゃないですか。
ああ、すまん、忘れてた。
ああ、いいです。
Wow.
自己承諾しておくべきことがあったんだけど。
He on purpose didn't give her phone.
本当にそれでいいんだな。後で揉めても俺のせいじゃないぞ。
What? To get his retract. Oh, you need Haruki's approval for something. Okay, for what?
しかし風岡さんに続いて北原も脱落か。どうなっていくのかな。
ほんと困りましたよね。
そこで俺が北原の分まで一人で頑張りますとか単価切る若手がいたらこんな心配は必要ないのに。
俺が風岡の分まで一人で回してみせるとか余裕かます先輩がいないせいじゃないですかね。
しかし風岡さんあっさり言っちゃったな。俺彼女が北原に気があるんじゃないかって噂結構本当。
Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate, rumor.
へえ。
あの暴風が部下でバイトの大学生に。
Yeah.
そりゃネタとしては最高だけどな。
Jokes on you, Hamada.
マリさんが年下になびくとは到底思えないけどな。自分より仕事できない男。
Yeah, only Suzuki knows like what the hell.
やっぱ考えすぎか。けどさ
She's so happy.
でも相手見つからないんじゃないか。
いやだからいつまで経っても。
あんなにかっこいいのに。ほんと
そうやってかっこいいばかりで誰も可愛いって見てないところが問題なのかもな。
さあ面白い冗談はこれくらいにして仕事仕事。
任せといてください。今夜72時くらいには余裕っすよ。
Oh wow, that's some bold declaration.
事実は冗談よりもよっぽど面白いって。
Wow, okay. Sure. Side character that knows everything about the relationship. And just murmurs around. By the time I went outside, the thermal winter sun was already setting. Having not gone outside for some time, the piercing cold of the harsh breeze permeates through my body painfully. The pain feels more extreme than I expected it to be, perhaps it's amplifying the torturous, anxious feelings that festering within me. I'm very anxious right now because of what I've been doing in relation to the situation. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. What have I been doing? And this is while I know just how selfish, biased, cautious and reckless I've been. Okay. Another message from Setsuna. About yesterday, Io invited us to go skiing. We'd rent a car, just the four of us, and we'd be spending the night. At least that's what she told me. Yeah, that's how the common bad end ended, basically. With you, yeah. She also told me that Takaya-kun would talk to you about it, Haruki-kun. I wonder if you've already heard about it. I've never gone skiing before, of course. I've never tried snowboarding either. Have you ever tried them before, Haruki-kun? The truth is, I've been meaning to try something like that for a long time. It's just that everyone had the perception of me being an indoorsy person, and it wasn't exactly wrong either. So I never asked anyone to do it with me. So, I don't know, it's like obvious from these messages and stuff. But I think I never talked about this, and like my brain just like coded this in the back of my brain. But like I never really thought about this like outside of my head. Like Haruki is like was always like running away, right? And at the same time trying to move on. Cessna is like I said before, like stuck in the past, but she's also the one that is like trying to fix things. Haruki is not trying to fix anything. But Cessna is actually like, she's like scared of everything and she's stuck in the past, yeah. But she's also very calm, I would say, at the same time. Like her messages feels very like normal and natural, you know? Like we know like in her head she thinks, yeah, we will go to the skiing actually together, maybe we're going to end up together again and stuff like this, but this is like not permanent like being like very aggressive towards Haruki, right? Like tell me what you think, stuff like this. Why am I talking about that? That was just some random rambling. Okay, never mind. I know. I think I'm starting to have like lack of things to talk about. Actually. In this road, I think like we need another road. Because everything is repeating itself. So I never asked anyone to do it with me. But what if I finally got started now? Would I manage to keep improving? Would I be able to glide on the snow at some point? Those two are both really athletic, so I imagine if we casually followed them, they would bring us to the summit and leave us behind, don't you think? What do you plan to do, Haruki-kun? I'm kind of hesitant myself. The moment I heard you were going, I found myself at loss. Okay. Yeah, see, like, she's like, I'm hesitant, so she gives him a hint that, hey, I want to go, actually, if you're going. But we had this situation before, and Haruki was like, yeah, nah, I'm not going. As always. After Cessna's birthday, after the horrible mess that transpired between Mari and me, we started casually texting each other once again. Though we clearly couldn't bring ourselves to do it immediately after Christmas. We returned to being able to continue having simple exchanges about our daily lives, just like we used to. Okay. And this is despite me knowing that the feelings I have aren't meant for Cessna anymore. Okay. And this is despite Cessna also knowing that she's wavering because my feelings are no longer directed at her. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, okay, good point. Even so, maybe that's why she's actually so cautious this time around as well. Yeah. Even so, we've been looking away from those days where we suffered with emptiness in our hearts. That guy did call me last night, though I ended up berating him for asking me whenever I'd go when he wasn't even decided when or where we'd be having this trip in the first place. And while I'm at it, the one thing he did mention he decided on was that we'll be going to a place with hot springs to lure you into coming along, Setsuna. I've never gone skiing or snowboarding before either. Someone did throw around the idea for the group overnight skiing trip in one of my seminars, but the event coordinator shut that idea down pretty quickly. They said I will put a hold on my response for now. I haven't decided whenever I'll be going. Yeah, you are not going. I know this. You're just going to... This is like typical Haruki escape method. Just say you are not sure and then decline last moment. That's his like very typical tactic. That's why you should decide whenever you want to go without worrying about me, Setsuna. Sorry for giving you such an unclear answer, but this is about as good answer as I can give you right now. Goodbye. God damn it, he changed something again. Before I press the button to send my text, I deleted a single line. Was I talking about my answer to the invitation to a skiing trip or my answer to something else entirely? I'm not sure anymore. So you deleted the part about this? About sorry? Like, I think like he deleted this part. So he was like, decide whenever you want to go, Setsuna, goodbye. So he deleted this. As I finally click the send button, the ever so slightly shorter text is sent. I wonder what's going to happen to us from now on. Well, Setsuna and I will slowly tow out the snow around us, in hopes that someday, once we both made some progress in our lives, we'll find a new world waiting for us there. Or will the snow only reveal the field beneath us once more, just as it did when it melted 3 years ago? Or will we perhaps continue to drag out this frozen, agonizing limbo, where time seems to be frozen for all eternity? Imagine, like, them actually going back together, or almost going back together. They like semi-started dating again during the month. Mari comes back, and Haruki just like once again, sorry Setsuna, my woman's back. Imagine that. Jesus. But if I happen to choose such a passive path, I will never be able to meet Mari again. Oh my god. If I choose her, I will have the choice. No choice but to plow through the snow myself. I'll have to desperately keep trying for my own blood, sweat and tears. Yeah, like he wants just to be with Mari at this point. Like, he doesn't have feelings for Setsuna. It's just like fake hope to keep him going. After all, she's gone somewhere that's far beyond my reach, and quite literally did that. Just like she said. What I'm doing right now, what do I want to do? I had so many reasons for coming out today the way I did, but in the end, I don't even know if anything I've done today has actually caused me to spill any of my own blood, sweat or tears. I just don't know what the right thing to do is. Okay, phone call? From who? The one that was about to board the train, my cell phone rang. It's tuned so soft that it's drowned out by the noise of the train. Well, I expected to see Takaya's name on display and instead so unfamiliar, the 10-digit number. Okay.
Hi.
Who? The voice I heard the next moment was... Of course we are not going to see who's he talking to. Okay, so someone called him. Unfamiliar friendly voice that I vaguely remember hearing before. Okay. Bar? Yeah.
Yahoo, Haruki!
Oh!
久しぶりね.
Okay, so we're going to have third party talk about Mari and like... Okay, so we're going to... So Sawako is going to convince us to talk to her and then she's going to talk to Mari? Or she's going to convince us to talk to Mari? It's going to be either way.
雨宮さん、沢子さん。
Yeah, okay. Right. This time, the unfamiliar friendly voice that I vaguely remembered hearing before greeted me at the bar in the middle of the night.
それじゃ邪魔者のいない二人きりの夜に。
ネタですよね。
それは春樹くんの解釈に任せるわ。
Yeah.
俺はもう春休みですから。それにバイトも最近はしてないし。
やめちゃったの歌謡者。
もともと俺マリさんの部下ですし、マリさんがいなくなったらもう雇用関係はないも同然ですから。
I cannot. Haruki, please. I swear. I was in the middle of explaining that Mari-san is no longer working there, Sawako-san grimaced, as if the wine in her glass had suddenly turned bitter. And I can feel the same bitter taste rising in my own mouth as well.
ところで、俺の連絡先はマリさん。
鈴木ちゃんに聞いた。こっちから出した交換条件に思いっきり食いついてね。
Okay.
はあ。
What she had to offer in exchange?
迷惑だった？
Okay, interesting.
私の方から無理に聞き出したんだから、鈴木ちゃんを責めないでね。
そんな風には思ってません。けど、
What does she mean? What she offered had to offer in exchange? Yeah, my exact thoughts as well. Wow, Haruki actually is thinking about this. Okay, we're on the same page. Her body.
それにね、一度だけ春樹くんにかけたことあるのよ。グアムから年明け早々に。
沢子さんだったんですか、あれ。
Yeah.
結局ワインの木図と消えてしまったけどね。
And caused me to feel so upset at Mari of all people. At the same time, it was the alarm that signaled the beginning of something, as well as the explosion of my complicated thoughts. Yeah.
それ以来マリのやつ以前にも増してガードが硬くなりやがってさ。
I never would have imagined that these emotions were the result of the third party's manipulation. Yeah, of course you would never think that. Marisa never bore even a shred of responsibility for the beginning of our relationship. Back then, I simply forced my negative emotions upon Marisa one-sidedly, even though she had done nothing wrong. And even then she...
なんかダメージ受けてる？
Emotional damage.
ま、今日はそんな古いことは忘れて、とりあえず潰れるまで飲みましょう。生き残った方が既成事実を作る方向で。
Whoever survives, okay. In contrast to Sawaka's cheerful mood, I just couldn't bring myself to cheer up. After all, I've realized why she had come here today, in this exact time. No, I actually had all my doubts at the very beginning, but by now, I'm entirely convinced. Yeah, this is very similar to what Take and Io are doing with Setsuna. They just invite you to drinking party and then talk about Setsuna.
確かにそれだけの狩猟であることは認めますが、実はちっとも読めてませんよね。
In less than 10 minutes after our first toast, she'd already gone through 3 drinks. And even after that, Sawako-san single-mindedly maintained the pace of 1 drink every 5 minutes, downing glass after glass.
ほんと細かいわね、春樹くん。
マリさんの強さは知ってますから。当然、
Okay.
いつもそれに朝まで付き合ってる沢子さんの強さも抑えてます。
Okay. And yet, her tone remained as impeccable as ever. I could clearly tell that every joke coming from her mouth was deliberate.
マリのお酒の強さは知ってるんだ。あいつがとことんまで飲むところに立ち会ってるんだ。
それは
Wow.
なんてね。お互い今さらごまかさなくてもいいわよね。
それってつまり、
たとえ雇用関係が移動とともになくなったとしても、男女関係はそんなに簡単には消えないわよね。
And 30 minutes after our first toast, Sawako-san finally throws down the gauntlet.
マリと寝たんでしょ？
Yeah, multiple times, and then we argued while doing stuff in the last previous episode.
それも一度きりの
彼女の部屋に何度も泊めてもらう。
And I responded to Sawako-san confrontation unfazed. It's because I want to just get over with confronting her about her true intentions of inviting me out here. After all, as much as she has many questions she wants to ask me, I too have mountain of things I'd like to ask her.
私は今結構あなたに腹
Yeah, me too. And a lot of people actually.
最初から分かってました。
2、3発殴ってもバチ当たらないんじゃないかって、そのくらいは思ってるのよ。
思ってるだけじゃなく、実践してください。
私が殴ってもマリの傷は癒えないのよ。あなたは罰を受けた気になって。
すいません。
Sawako-san's impish tone fades away, and she instead attacks me with a torrent of heart-wrenching words that stabs into my chest like blades.
私はマリの側の人間だから、マリに不利になるようなことは言わない。
You're pretty much like Io. But as far as I can say, as the one who's supposedly getting stabbed, her words feel terribly dull.
特にあいつは今の段階で圧倒的に不利だからね。ちっとも駆け引きしてやがらないんだもの。
She's not out to kill me because of the weight of my sins. She's not even living with a single
だから
wound.
今はただあなたの気持ちを確認しておきたいだけ。
No matter how I look at it, she's simply asking me, you regret it, don't you? In the kindest way
春
possible.
樹くん、あなたマリのことを
好きです。
どういうところが？
こう言ってしまうのはものすごく不遜だって相手のことを軽く見てるって思われるかもしれませんが、
いいから続けて。
Booba?
可愛くて
We know you wanted to say Booba. She was cute, in a way. She showed me her disapproving, pouting expression. I professed how guilty I felt towards her, but not for the reason I expected. She was cute in the way she broke character and found herself at her wit's end, and in the way she became seriously depressed when she realized what she was
年
doing.
上の女性にこんなことを思ってしまうのは俺の感性の問題かもしれませんけど、
And when I forced myself upon her, the way her voice and breathing were when she succumbed to pleasure despite being so embarrassed and bewildered.
ここまで見せてるの？
Yeah,
やつ本物の本当に本気なんだ。
yeah, she's really different in private than showing up on public. That's the thing about her character, like, from reader perspective, like, she changed so much, but at the same time, this is how real life works, really. Like, people, like, feel different when they're, like, at work and stuff, and in private, they're, like, totally different.
沢子さん
I mentioned that a few episodes ago.
それで
嬉しかったんです。仕事じゃ見せない顔俺にだけ見せてくれることが。
Yeah, she can't, like, show this, like, weak side of her, basically, at work when she's supposed to be a boss and stuff. Whenever I was in her apartment with her, it felt as if she belonged to no one else in the world but me.
あんなに広い世界を持ってて、しかもその中を自由に飛び回れるマリさんが俺みたいな男にこだわってくれるのが。
Whenever I was in bed with her, it felt as if she had eyes for no one else in the world but me.
すごく心に染みたんです。彼女に最初に求めてたことを忘れてしまう。
As I finished with my revealing confession,
おかわり。
SAWAKO finished yet another drink. And she still doesn't seem like she's getting drunk in the slightest. I would drop dead if I would, like, drink with Mari or SAWAKO. I'm so bad with alcohol, to be honest.
ちょっと意外だった。
I'm terrible. She gazes at me with the result look in her eyes, though the glint in them has changed, just enough that they no longer look like they're condemning me.
まさかマリのことはっきり好きだって言うなんて。
だって好きです。
Well, he's serious about this, although... I can't say, like, he's serious about this, but at the same time I can. Like, this is so weird. Like, how can you be serious? Like, how does Rose can be serious? Like, I have a feeling, like, this is the weakest road. Like, literally, I thought, like, this is, like, actually very interesting and good road in the beginning. And then it just went so downhill. I think, like, even Chiaki Road was better. I don't know, like, this... Like, Mari characters... like, maybe not Mari character, but Haruki character in this road in particular. Like, Haruki himself is the biggest issue of this road, I think.
嫌いじゃないけどとか言ったきり、その先が続けられなくてぐだぐだ悩むのかと思ってた。
俺のしてることはそれと変わらないですよ。
そうかな。印象的にはそれほど悪くなかった。
好きだって言ったところで言わなかったところで 俺のしたことが最低だって。
Of course you will say that. Yeah, that's exactly like what you're saying each time.
誰に対しても好きって言えないんじゃなくて、誰に対しても好きって言ってしまう。
Also, yeah. Yeah, okay.
春樹くん、
変わりないですよ。ごまかされてるんですよ、沢子さん。
自己分析できるんだ。自分の悪いところ、冷静に見れるんだ。
Yeah, but it's getting repetitive.
いくら見れたって直せないなら意味がないんです。
I get like this is like first time like them talking about this like because this is in the road and stuff, but like from reader perspective this is kinda annoying. Ever since then I betrayed Sessa and got separated from Kazusa. I've always been aware of my own flaws. I've been aware of how my attitude, my words, and my decisions have been gradually wounding Setsuna, and how the distance between us came to be because of it. I've remained aware of what kind of person I really am, as well as how much sorrow I've been putting Setsuna through for the past 3 years. But I've been unable to correct any of it. In that sense, I've been cruel and incompetent.
だから俺の言葉になんて説得力がないんです。
And despite how pointless this is, I've been repeatedly spewing out meaningless words today. Word after word describing things that I cannot tell Setsuna and Setsuna alone keep coming out of my mouth. And I'm telling all this to the best friend of the person I love, even though I've only met her once in the past. The moment I stopped talking, Sawako-san looked away from me and looked straight ahead, looking as though she was thinking about something. Is she fed up with me? Is she giving up on me, or does she still harbor some resentments towards me? With the way she's getting deep into thoughts and continuing glass after glass, I just can't understand what it all means right now.
来月にね、
Uh-huh.
あの子、もう一度帰国してくるの。
Yeah, we know.
今度こそ、赴任のための最後の準備でね。次
Yeah.
のプしたら、
沢子さん。
Yeah. Like I said, like it's going to be the last time when they can talk and fix things.
もう一度だけ話してあげて。マリの親友としてのお願い。あの子に最後のチャンスを与えてあげて。
何を。
The feeling that Sawako-san are harboring right now are not of discontent, resignation, and
お
hatred.
願い、春樹くん。
Rather, she's making a request of me that I can understand, as if she's the one in the wrong in the case. As if she simply doesn't understand what I just said, and as if she had no intention of understanding me in the first place. Actually, she approached it very, like, in a proper way, I would say. Like, if that would be Io or the Setsuna, or Takaya talking about Setsuna, they would be like, hey, go and talk to Setsuna. Not like, hey, you know what? Please talk to her. Like, this might be last time. Stuff, something like that. Like, you know, we're not going to pester you anymore after this trip to, like, the ski, like, snowboards and stuff. Just please, like, talk to her one last time. Something like that. I don't know. Like, I have a feeling like this approach is, like, more swaying for Haruki instead of, like, just pestering him about, oh yeah, let's just go and let's talk. Like, you know, basically giving orders. I have a feeling like this kind of request, basically, is swaying Haruki more emotionally than just saying, yeah, go talk to her. Because we are annoyed. And we're angry. It's generally foolish, just like Mari-san unconditionally stood by me, and how Setsuna showered me with her unyielding kindness. She's offering me terms that completely ignore how the world actually works, and are incredibly convenient.
俺今はまだマリさんに会いません。
I mean, it's going to be a month. But with the way I am now, they came across as painful instead.
本当は最初から二人で会えるはずなかったんです。
Oh my god, I can't.
今の俺はマリさんを傷つけたあの時から。
トーマカズサのこと。それとも今、
マリさん
Yeah.
気を悪くしたかな。
いいえ、悪くないです。
After all, Setsuna and I are both the kind of people
頼もしいです。
who can't really do that. Instead, we keep everything bottled up and harmed ourselves in the process. Yeah, pretty much.
俺はマリさんに 昔好きだった人の面影を見てた。マリさんを今でも好きな人と同時に好きになった。
Before I could realize it, I found myself attracted to her dignified, straightforward attitude and her forthcoming personality that allowed her to share everything with her best friend.
そんな状態のままどんな顔して許してくれって言えるんです。
Ah.
いつ
Sawako-san falls for an attempt at deception, as long as it's positive, but she sees rise through any attempt to deception that's negative. Yeah, like when? Like, this is exactly like what he was doing with Setsuna, just run away, never talk, because when will never come.
いつなら会ってくれるの
3 years, give or take.
サワコ、
いつになったら決断できるのマリを選ぶかマリを捨てるか
Yeah, you're just like leaving people uncertain, basically. Like, you are an asshole, Haruki. If I tell her that I can't see her right now, she's not going to let it slide.
言っておくけどねマリにはあなたみたいに長い時間は用意されてないのよ
そんなこと。
あるのよぶっちゃけマリは四捨五入するともう30なのよ
サワコさん。
あいつこの調子じゃものすっごい引きずるよ5年は新しい男見つけられないの確定よ
But what came out of her mouth was something completely unexpected.
春樹くんの5年とマリの5年は違うんだからねあいつが5年後いくつになってるか
そんな。
ないと思うならその根拠は
After all, someone as beautiful, cool and smart as her, someone as awkward, adorable and silly as her, could never end up like this, is what I want to end my sentence with, but I suddenly feel myself break out in cold sweat, my heart racing. I know she's extremely awkward when it comes to laugh. Wasn't it precisely because she's so awkward that she's been alone until she met me? And wasn't it precisely because she's so awkward and so easily frustrated and I was unable to resist embracing her?
新しい男ができそうな頃には30超えてるのよあなたのせいでもう20代終了なのよマリ
I don't know, like, Sawako like somehow became the best character of this road. She's acting like this because she's her best friend. She can criticize her without mercy and picture the worst possible future for her. Even though she's being brutally blunt, I can see just how deeply she cares about her.
だから早く決断してあげてもし捨てるなら最悪の別れ方してやって思いっきり冷たく嘲笑ってやって
This is like what actually Haruki said to himself when... I don't remember which road, but maybe it was in Common Road actually. Like, he said something like that about Setsuna as well, like to himself, like, I should just like end this without mercy, like, I'm going to hurt her and me, like, so much that we'll never be able to get together. Something like that. I don't remember exactly the context, but he said to himself something very similar and then failed miserably at this.
そんなこと俺は。
そうするしかないのすぐ次の恋に走らせるか一生恋を諦めさせるかしないとダメなの
Yeah, you fucked up one person already like that. As I remain as indecisive as ever, Sawako-san proposes a way to put an end to everything in absolutely unimaginable way.
わかる今回のことはねマリの今までの人生で一番深刻な事態なのあなたが
She never once scolded me for being indecisive, only blaming Mari for letting her emotions run so deep, while wielding her words more like blunt instruments than blades.
私前に言ったわよね
けどあれは。
盲目的に惚れたかあいつに釣り合う男かまさかそのどっちもだとは思わなかったけどね
What Sawako just told me was utterly ridiculous. She said that she wouldn't say anything that would put her best friend in a bad spot, but she's exposing all of her weaknesses right now. It's as if she's pestering me to strike while iron is hot. Ah. No, she's outright telling me that I have to do it. She believes that what she's doing is for her best friend's sake, and she needs my cooperation to make it come true.
あなたが決めてあげて。マリには仕事以外でそんな重い決断をできる勇気なんてない。
Well, sorry to tell you, but Haruki also doesn't have guts to do this. I can't really bring myself to agree with her perspective though. Even so, they really are best friends. She's clearly conveying just how much she loves her from the bottom of her heart.
ねえ、沢子さん。
何？
Why are you doing this? Why are you saying so many things to give me hope? Why are you forcing me to make such a terrifying decision in the name of my own
結
happiness?
局、俺とマリさんがダメになってしまったら、彼女のこと任せてもいいです
Of
か？
course I couldn't let her hear that.
もともと
ありがとうございます。
Even so, the answer she gave me back then was extremely warming for my heart. It was so much more pleasant than the wine I had in my hand. Okay. Hmm.
でどう？向こうの仕事には慣れた？
何日ぶりの日本語かしら。
Oh, okay. This is after meeting, actually. You're just calling Mari now. Okay.
しょっぱなから飛ばすわね。
今週でとりあえず取引先の9割は回ったかな。名刺300枚吸ったのに。
Jesus.
そっかそっか。仕事は10。
自信がなきゃ海外赴任なんて希望しないわよ。30前にせめてデスクにはなっておかないとね。
Okay.
忙しいのも結構だけどさ。ちゃんと寝てる？
寝てる。
Yeah, sure.
具体的に。
Somehow I don't believe that.
そう。
Yeah. Okay. That counts as some sleep, I guess.
ゆうべ？
今週。
Jesus.
月曜から。
Okay, yeah. Well, even I'm not that sleep deprived.
マリー何やってんのよ。慣れない環境でいきなりそんな無茶してたら体どころか心も壊しちゃうよ。
Yeah, you'll just fall asleep at work.
大丈夫大丈夫。今まで何年も無茶してきたんだし。
Yeah, the problem is now we have like psychological strain as well, like additionally. And that's draining.
あんた寝ないで働く春樹くんをしっかり飛ばしたん
Yeah,
だね。
pretty much.
人の振り見て人の振りしか直してないじゃない。
春樹くん。
ああ、北原くん。
Yeah, okay.
名前でなんて呼んでないから。
北原。北原。
Jesus. Wow. Yeah, that's wrong and that's wrong.
しまった。
Yeah, she's a mess.
1分も経たないうちに泣き上戸モードのスイッチを入れて。もう寝不足だからそうやってすぐ泣き。
寝てないだけじゃないのよ。寝られないのも混じってるんだから。
一人寝がそんなに寂しい？
26年生きてきた。こんな寂しい夜を過ごすのは初めてかも。おかしいわよね。
いや、真面目に答えられても困るんだけど。
なんて答えればいいのよ。そんなにいじめなくても。
飲んでるでしょ、今。
Probably, yeah.
あんただって飲んでるでしょ。いつも
They know each other so well.
さっきまで誰と飲んでたか知れたら。
Yeah.
もう私。
あんたね。だからそこまで落ち込むくらいなら別れるなんて言い出さなきゃよかったのよ。
And she's giving Mari the same advice that she gave to Haruki. Just go and tell him.
それはダメ。私だって女としてのプライドも少しはあるもの。捨てられてもまだ。
なんでもうちょっと柔軟に考えられないかな。相手年下だよ。もうちょっと余裕。ついでに相手のこと惚れすぎ。自分さらけすぎ。どこの純情可憐な乙女よって言ってやりたいくらい。
私今回の恋に関してはさ、向 向こうに一方的にイニシアチブ握られてたの。
Yeah, true.
だよね。
あいつの何気ない言葉や態度に振り回されて、あいつのたった一言で天にも昇ったり、何気ない態度で
今も引きずってるくらいだし。
まるでずっと年下の女の子みたいにされるがままだった。
もだえるないい年して。
そしてその恥ずかしさにあろうことか快感を
M?
Wow.
考えてみると、私
I guess everyone in White Album2 is one. Seems like it.
そうなんだ。
あいつにはあんなにひどいことばかりされたのに。
ちょっと。
Yeah.
なのに今となってはその行為がどれ一つとして嫌だった記憶がない。それどころか体がその時のことを覚えてて、自分で慰めても
一体どんなすごいことされたのよ。
Oh my god.
言えない。あんなこと信じて
Wow.
言える
Wow.
羨ましい。
Damn. Okay.
だからさ、やっぱ話し合いなよ。そこまで見りゃ。
でも
彼が自分の意思で会いに来るなら、自分が一方的に悪かったって頭下げるなら、あんた
なんか悪意を感じる。
Nah, I don't know what you are talking about.
来月一度帰国するんでしょ。
Wow.
その時戻ってるってだけメールするのよ。
けど
もし来なかったらきっぱり諦めろ。でも可能性があるなら頑張ろうよ。結果も出てないうちに
でも
もうさっき
Yeah, SAWAKO is the best.
もし話せても私のアメリカ行きはもう変わらない。
まあそれはね。
I mean, yeah, fair point.
この前も言ったじゃない。彼遠距離は
Why you say that he doesn't want to? Like, did he tell you that? I don't think so. Like, you just told him like you are going to wait to America like one last fucking day. Like, I have so many issues with this. Like, and in a sense, if you think about this, like, you can have like long distance relationship for like a year or something when Haruki is like going to be out of university, and then he can like probably take his like allowance and like part-time jobs he took during the year and fly to America and live in America, to be honest, and take a part-time job there. Haruki is good enough with English probably. Like, he's like acing every test and everything, so he would have no problems going there and have some job there.
結果も出てないうちに諦めるのはマリらしくないよ。なんだ言わせる気？それにきっと彼会いに来てくれると思う。
どこにそんな根拠があるのよ。あんたの能天気な希望的観測なんて
確かな根拠はあるんだけどね。
Yeah.
やっぱりダメ。連絡取れない。取る。
あんた
そうだ。沢子が連絡してくれればあんたの推しで
Jesus.
そのくらい人に頼るな。あんたの男でしょ。
Yeah.
ダメよそんなの。
ああもう仕事の時は何でもかんでも自分勝手に決めるくせに。
だって私あいつに女にされたようなものだ。
ようなものどころか事実そうなんでしょ。この
Wow.
乙女。
SAWAKO is awesome. I love her.
絶対に内緒よ。誰にも秘密よ。もしバラしたりしたら絶好だからね。
ほんと
Yeah.
北原君の働き者でよかった。もし生活能力のないダメ男に引っかかってたら。
もうとっくに貢いでる。もうすぐ給料3ヶ月分。
Okay.
それはあんたが勝手に舞い上がって彼のために。
Pretty much. Pretty much that's the case, yeah.
とにかく帰ってくる日の決まったら連絡しなさい。
ちょっとだから私そう。
それじゃあね。
Yeah, just cut off.
待ってよ。
Not giving her any time to counter talk.
でも私のできることは
Pretty much. Rest is on them.
もうさすがにあとは任せたからね。
Oh,
着信拒否したのか。
who's calling? Is it Mari? Just recalling her? Probably. Okay.
それでお前、せつなちゃんと話せたのか？
Oh, about the trip to the ski trip and stuff. Okay. Anyway, that's it for this episode. So I wonder like how this will actually end. So they will fix stuff, they will talk to each other after Mari is back, and I assume like Haruki is going to transfer to America as well. Like I said, like I don't think like it would be much of the problem for Haruki to like have like long distance relationship with Mari for like a year or something, and then like go to America with his own funds. And also I bet that Mari would also like cover his flying ticket if she would like to. She spent so much anyway, and if like that would mean that they can like be together and stuff, I think like she would just pay for this as well. I think like that could happen, but at the same time I see no issues why Haruki wouldn't like just, you know, just take his like part-time jobs and like get money to get there. He should have no problems acclimating there. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for Pocket Watch, let's get out.